So, welcome to Facebook Live. We're sharing with Christian Maurice, who is looking to present his own seminar for 2020, the Australian tour. Hello, Christian.
Hey, Connor.
How have you been?
What's going on?
Just getting your seminar sorted. So, for those that are wondering, Christian is wearing a red shirt, but he likes the color blue. Want to know more? We can do a seminar today.
And I have my blue glasses. my blue glasses.
So for those that are interested, Christian, we'd like to ask you a few quick questions so people can get a snippet of what's to come in Australia. So let's start with number one. What is going to be in the seminar? What are you going to cover?
Okay, I cover pretty much all the angles of a body transformation. So the biggest part for me is psychology. So how you talk to client, how you read client, how you address issue, how you listen to your client to really not trying to put your idea in the client's brain, but really understanding their life, their way of doing things, and their real goal that often we don't see from the get-go. It's not just fat loss. It's not just to get stronger. There's always more reason to do it. So covering all angles is psychology, it's training, it's functional medicine, covering cortisol, testosterone, sleep, stress, and mostly all these things, pretty much everyone is covering it. But the things that is important is how it relates to your client, and how these things can play with each other or fighting against each other. So maybe cortisol is high, but this will influence your thyroid, or your thyroid is influencing the other thing. So we need to know the overall picture.
Okay, so it's not just a training program that you're going to be showing people? Like,
You
there's
mean
more?
in the gym?
Yeah, so there's going to be more?
It's a lot more. I would say that training in a gym would be I don't know, 5 minutes in a day. So the rest is all the other information you'll get.
So you mean like,
It's
so you're going to be teaching us tools that can get our clients results in less than 5 minutes of training in the gym?
could be.
Okay.
I don't impose clients to be training or any form of activity, but I mean it's something. It's a plus or something you can add up to, but it's not necessarily the only way to lose weight.
Okay.
It's obviously not the only way to lose weight.
And obviously 2 years ago you toured Australia, or 4 years, doing body transformation actually. What's changed in this course?
2 years ago was there. It will be my third time.
Third time. So you've obviously done this course in body transformation a few times now, but you've completely changed it. Why is that? What's new?
First off, it's because of the comments I had, three things. First, the exam I'm doing, because I like to do written exams, so it's not a multiple question or multiple answer type of question. So so I see more the details, or how the trainers or the naturopath or whoever's in the group, how they think of a problem. So when I saw all the answers, I was like, okay, something either it could be explained in another way, or they need more information to just connect all the dots. So that was one thing that's one reason why I changed it. Second reason is from the comments. So I got this part of your course, but this part I need more info because it's too complicated for me, or for any reason. And the third one that is very important is that I have a lot of I would say students or trainers or attendees that are paying me after for internships, and then I know their level of knowledge, or what they got out of it, and what's the missing point in pretty much everyone has the same have the same issues or type of issues. So I'm like, okay, I need to cover this that it wasn't covered in my previous seminar. So like, okay, this is a important part I need to add up.
Okay, so you're adding your internship sort of into this, so the practical elements into your seminar.
Yeah.
So will there be like a live example? Like, will you be bringing a client in to do what you do?
Yeah, that would be cool. So we'll add up one client, either a client from a trainer or whatever we'll manage to add for that period of time. But having a client and doing a real-time interview. Awesome. So like the first interview you would get with a client, we will do it live, and then explaining first what they get out of it and what I got out of it, which might be different.
So you're going to be able to deconstruct, obviously, in real time what's happening.
Yeah.
So anyone that's on the course can see exactly the material and content you're giving them and see it applied there and then ask those questions that they would obviously face after the seminar.
Yeah.
Cool. So
because people do a lot of seminars, and there's a lot of very good seminars out there, like well built and all, but
like yours.
Hey?
Like yours in February and March.
No, but often when, let's say you have a seminar about XYZ subject, then next morning you're at the office and you don't really know how to apply what you just learned. It's like a concept now you have, you're very interested in it, but how does it apply to this overly stressed out client?
Yep.
That is not in the typical, not your typical client, easy to deal with or easy to, take, 6 meals a day of this, and they just can't do it. So, and then you're in front of it. Oh, I don't know what step 2. I thought I had all the information, but in practice, this is what it's the important part.
Awesome. Is there anything else anyone should know about your seminar before they obviously attend?
No.
Just show up.
Okay. I will say one thing. First, I like people to understand concept. So for me, it's very, very important. So it's not about sharing the knowledge. It's about making sure that you understand all the information and how it applies. And that's a very different way of thinking. And also because now everything is online, or there's a lot of courses online. I have nothing against online courses, but the physical aspect of it, meeting other professionals, sometimes you can pay your whole seminar just because of all the discussion you had in between the modules or in the breaks, because you're talking with another guy or about one thing that you struggle with, and they found out the answer. So you learn with the team itself. Plus, if you don't understand well a concept, maybe I explain something, and then your buddy beside you will explain it in the break, something else, that then you get it. So the physical part of it is super important. I really, really believe in it. Like, you gain much more. Of course you gain for the information you get, but you gain also from your peers.
So obviously learning the fundamentals with you, and then obviously learning from other fitness professionals and growing your own worth and value for your education ongoing. Awesome. What are the prices for this?
You tell me.
So obviously for those that are interested and like what Christian's about, I know I will be attending myself, but the dates and the prices are obviously attached below, but price is $1,277 for the early bird. So that'll be going all the way up till the 7th of February. And then from February the 7th, it'll be going on to its normal price, which is $1,577. So if you're interested, not PMS us, but DMS us below, And if you're wondering why 77, it's Christian's favorite number. So of course we have to price it that way. If you want to pay $7,777, you're welcome to, but probably want to go with the early bird. Dates in Sydney, 28th, 29th, and the 1st of March. Perth, 6th, 7th, and 8th of March. Check out Tough Team. These guys are great. They'll be looking after us. And in Melbourne with Dita, shout out to the big man, is the 13th, 14th, and 15th of March. So any questions, shoot Christian, myself, DM, or anyone else. And Christian, thank you so much, and looking forward to seeing you in Australia soon.
Always a pleasure, man.
See you soon.